Hello, this is Lori Michelle, the Moshiach with GPS. Guidance to God's promised salvation. What is God's promised salvation? Ultimately, the world to come, world redemption. He guarantees it. So world redemption is guaranteed by God Almighty. What is world redemption and how will it ever happen? That's what this guidance is for. He gave me instructions. This is what I'm supposed to speak about. We had a long discussion yesterday and this morning. And he said to break it down into 7 points. So I'm going to give you 7 points of what world redemption is and how it's going to happen. He infuses me with confidence that it's a done deal, but I know it's wow amount of work. And right now, I don't see it happening, but he says, Lori, it's going to happen. So the first thing is world redemption means a world without evil. A world where there is no murder, there's no war, there's no rape, there's no thieves, there's nothing like that in the world to come. He said, yes. So how do we do this? How do we remove evil from this world? We have to remove evil by removing it from ourselves. And it sounds very Pollyanna, right? But he says, oh, no, 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 no. This is not Pollyanna. This is not fiction. This is the plan to heal the world. And the only way he says we're going to heal the world is to wake up in unison, listen to Mashiach, and remove the evil from ourselves. The only one you really have control over is yourself. You control what you say, you control what you do. A lot of powers try to take your freedom away, but inside is your soul, and no one can take that away from you. So really, the only power you have in this world is to choose between good and evil. And right now, the world is in chaos, and no one sees the evil in every moment like Mashiach. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Why? Because I can't choose it, because I see it. And a lot of people think they see it because they see it over there. They see it in Ukraine. They see it in Russia. They see it in the government. They see it everywhere else. They don't see it in themselves. Sometimes mea culpa, you see it in yourself. But I can't help but see it. I actually see it before it even happens. I can walk into a room and feel the vibe of the evil inclination, and I turn around and walk right out. I've walked into business establishments where privately I'm speaking to the king and I'll say, I'm out of here. I can't stand it in here. I can't stand the vibe. Very evil. So I can't help it, and I can't choose it at the same time. And I have to help you see it and stop it. If you stop it times billions, we remove evil from the world. Simple, right? Well, he says you're not really ready. A few are ready around the world. There are sparks of light. God bless you. I love you. But we need billions just like you who are ready. And you're just not ready. It's just not bad enough. Mass murder, war, pollution, cancer, multiple sclerosis, people dropping dead of cardiac arrest right before your eyes. It's just not bad enough. Really. So I don't know. What's it going to take? He's shown me, and he says it's going to get really ugly to a point where listening To me, not so bad. She makes a little sense. Crazy. She makes a lot of sense. Right now, I'm not making sense to a lot of people. A lot of people just make fun of me, but he says that's going to change. I'm waiting. I'm here. I'm here for you when you're ready. Number 2. So the first thing is removing evil one person at a time, led by yours truly. I'm going to help you see what you can't see. And when you see it, you're going to be embarrassed, but don't worry. Mom will help you through it. If you're ready, he says you're going to be ready. So removing evil one person at a time. Number 2, what does world redemption look like? Wow. He hasn't shown me, but he's described that we will live eternally. Opportunity to live eternally. You can't choose evil and live eternally. That's the conundrum. If you keep choosing evil, you're going to keep getting sick, growing old, and dying. And you can run for Botox and a nip and a tuck, but it doesn't change the fact we're growing old and we're dying. Or we're dying young. He says in the world to come, we have the opportunity never to grow old, never to get sick, and never to die. Wow. And I think, you know what? That's the way it's supposed to be. Why is it so accepted by you and everyone that we're born adorable little babies? You could just eat them up, and they're destined to grow old, get sick, and die. Isn't that depressing to you? It sure depresses me. I don't think about it all the time. You can't. You can't live and do what you have to do on a daily basis if you're thinking about everybody growing old, getting sick, and dying, or dying young. You can't think about it all the time. But unfortunately, I think about it more than you do. He says, yes, I do. I am obsessed with world redemption. Why? Not for me. I'm growing old and I expect to die. He says that's not in the cards. World redemption means, wow, to be 18 in an 18-year-old body with a mind of a 7,000, 8,000-year-old. That's exciting. So that's number 2, opportunity to live eternally. That's world redemption, Olam Haba. Number 3, the return of the dead. Sounds crazy. I know. That's what sound. I heard this years ago, and I said, "Oh wow! I wish I could see my dad again." He says it's going to happen. He not only says it's going to happen, he has shown me in visions, in movies, 3-dimensional, sort of a virtual reality, like I was there, of souls walking through a tunnel. Centrifugal force, they're spinning very fast, light, and walking out of this tunnel fully clothed and in bodies. He showed me. He says it's going to happen. So that is wow. He says he's shown it to me and it looked real. It's in here. A bunch of you have read this. He showed me where and how it's going to happen. He didn't say exactly when, but he did tell me there's a time frame for redemption. And he says we're still on time with it. He can change anything, but he said 2033 is the time frame. I'm still, the jury's out for me. He says it's going to happen. He's guaranteeing it's going to happen, but it depends on you. It depends on you. So, number 4. Okay. In the world to come, God is known by everyone in the world. Every human knows and reveres the King of the universe, the Father and the King, and he's the only king in all the world, in all the universe. It's the truth. And you, whoever you are, if you bothered to listen this far, if you're an Orthodox Jew, oh no, there's going to be a King Mashiach. Sorry, it's not King Mashiach. He just said it was King Mashiach. Not now. And it wasn't ultimately supposed to be King Mashiach. It was always going to be Shekhinah. Mashiach was always the embodiment of his Shekhinah, female. I lost most of you. For the few of you who are hanging on, he just said not for long. It's not going to be a few for long. We'll see. So number 5, how are we going to keep this all going? We're not evil anymore. There's no murder. There's no rape. There's no war. Torah education will be the way of the world. We are going to learn Torah all the time, all over the world, not just Jews, everyone. Number 6. I hope you're hanging in there strong. Humanity, people all over the world will run on love. The name of the charity of world peace, running on love. We will run on love, meaning we will do for others for love. Love will be the only reason we need. We will choose to do good for others before ourselves. An egoless world. An egoless world means a world free of evil. Yes, it does. That's what he says. Number 7, a drum roll. Ready? Mother shall rule the world. That's what he says. I didn't say that. I don't want to rule anything. Mothers don't want to rule anything. We just want to give it all away. Don't we, Mom? Mom, are you listening? Mothers only want to take care of everyone else. And he just said it. And that's why mother will rule the world. The energy of the female, the mother, will heal the world. I look like Richard Nixon. I'm not a crook. Sorry, a little humor. So I say to him, guaranteed? He says, yes. And I say, wow. World redemption, the world to come, described as I just gave it to you, is the only world that's worth living in for me. You're born and you grow old and you die and you get sick. What kind of what kind of horrible world is this? Stupid? He said stupid's mixed in there. Evil. This is horrible, people. Wake up. I don't want to bury any more people I love. I don't want to watch you do it either. Let's get started. Torah education. This is what's wrong. I have it in here. I lay it out. Very easy. The way I like things in a nutshell. I explain where all the evil is coming from and how we're going to heal this world one person at a time. And your job is you. God bless you.